So what do you like more? Firstborn with the Eson or secondborn with the Eson 2? Who clearly had to fight for everything, be more cunning, and turn out to be a scrapper. Guess what guy was a secondborn? Hey there, my name is Jason. I'm a registered sleep tech, as well as the founder of freesleepapadvice.com. Above me, I'm gonna have scrolling a link to that, so you can visit our forum if you would like. It's free. And if you wanna help us out, if you like this video and the videos that we do, check the description box. I have it all down there. So now we're gonna do a review of the Fisher Paykel Eson 2. To help with this, because some people are like, okay, should I pay the price for the Eson 2? Or should I just stick with the Eson? Is there any benefit to switching? Okay, so let's start with the similarities of these. First of all, they both utilize what they call roll fit. So if you can see here, you can see the ribbing of this. When you push in, it kind of flexes to take the pressure off your nose and help fit better. The old one has the exact same thing. Okay, so other than that, the cushions look the exact same. The cushions themselves on this mask, on the Esons, are the exact same with one thing. They are not compatible with each other. If I try to take the one off of the old Eson and put it onto the Eson 2, it's not gonna fit. Even though the cushion itself is the exact same size, the attachment is totally different. That's pretty much everything else on this mask is totally different. So let's go ahead and start with them. The first thing with the old Eson is that it had this piece of cotton, even though it's not cotton, I'm gonna call it cotton. It's the cotton stuff that's inside of the diffuser right here. And it is a beast to get off. So there we go. This little cotton piece in here is actually disposable. So you're supposed to buy more of these after some period of time that they're supposed to go bad once they start looking nasty. You can also use it without it on, but it makes a little louder hiss. So with the Eson 2, you now have the exact same setup, except you can see it's a gray color. This is actually washable and reusable. So you just wash this in the hot soapy water, dry it off, pop it back on, reusable. Don't ever have to buy an extra one again. Like the old Eson, it also has a ball and socket joint here. Well, one change they made, you can see with the old one, they have a gray piece. Now what was happening with these is people would have these go in the tubing, they'd pull it off for whatever reason, go use the restroom, and then they would lose this. They would have no idea where it was. It would disappear, it would vanish, and they'd be lost without it. Then they'd get a new one, try to put them both together, and it wouldn't fit. So this is, God, this is so lame. What they did is they made it clear. And now it's clear and it's easier to come off. Way easier than the old one. You can see how much easier, okay? Okay, this one's clear, but guess what? Because it comes off even easier, I don't understand how you're gonna see, but the other one you're not gonna see. Makes no sense to me. Anyway, that is a difference that they have. Whatever. Something that is also of note, it's not real useful to folks in the sleep lab that deal with these all the time, but maybe if you're a first-time CPAP user and you pull this stuff apart and you're like, ah, crap, I don't know how to put this back together. You can see the inner lining of this is blue. This piece right here is blue. So you're supposed to be like, oh, blue, blue, let's put the blues together. Oh, thank God they were blue. I know where they go. Another change with the Eson 2 is you can see this front piece that goes in front of the eyes, the forehead spacer, much thicker on this one. Also, much thinner up at the top. If you compare the two. And then, but they both slide in the exact same if you were to take off the top head strap. And here's probably the biggest design change. So previously, I'm gonna put on the older one. So with the older mask, if I'm gonna take it off, I either take this clip here, I twist it and it comes off. But a lot of people would go like this, and then when they would pull this off, the entire strap would come through. And they'd be like, ah, God damn it, I gotta fumble with it and try to get it back in. Well, the newer version, they have resolved this problem. which I know I made it look like it comes off easy. With these, you can pull off, pull out, and they never come through. And the reason they never come through is, you can see that little flap here, the Velcro actually curls up and catches on the back of this. So you have two options to take the mask off. You can either do the same thing you usually do, which is actually harder on this mask. You can twist down and it comes off, or you can undo both sides and take the entire thing off. So my first question with this was, well, God, if you're going like this all the time, every time you're undoing it, putting it on and off, that's a lot of wear and tear. So I was thinking that that would start to tear away at the headgear. This one has quite a bit of use on it. You can see there's not really a scratch on it. So what I found is that the Velcro is very different on both of them. You can see, this is the old one. You can actually see the Velcro teeth. This one is super smooth. And if you look really close, you can actually see the sheen on it.
Poof, you're a gadfly. You're a freaking hairy chicken with a corn dog limp.
No, you're completely wrong. A hippopotamus has no lower back teeth. Duh, what's wrong with you?
So it's extremely fine, and it doesn't pull at the material of the headgear. Go ahead and put a little pressure through this. So right now this is set to 10 centimeters of water pressure. All right, I'll go ahead and do some lay down side testing, as well as a 20 centimeter water pressure test. All right, this is totally unrealistic for most people, but here's a pressure test with 20 centimeters of water pressure, just so you can see how much this baby can hold on. So all in all, the Eson 2 is a solid mask. It's quiet. You can hear it probably on 20 centimeters of water pressure. I was having a little bit of leaking that I wasn't able to control up around the eyes. It was super minimal, but I mean for 20, that's pretty good. Most people that are on 20 with any other mask are gonna have some hard times for the most part. It really is very similar to the Eson as far as the cushion is concerned, and they do have some improvements, like for example the diffuser being reusable. The headgear I think has some improvements with you being able to undo this and doesn't come out. I think the top of the headgear is a weak spot, but that can be avoided. You're really going to adjust that once, so I wouldn't really worry about it too much. This is much thinner. This comes off easier, which I think is a good thing, but I mean, the reason they did it is just kind of stupid. And then for those at home that aren't quite sure how to put it back together, I think the color coding is going to help. In the lab, it's not going to help at all, but you know, we're talking about you, the user at home. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's pretty much it. I actually really do like the Eson 2, just like the Eson. Probably not my favorite, all-time favorite mask that I would personally use all the time, but it is an extremely good mask, and I would say that it is the quietest mask. Very easy to take apart. Headgear is great on this thing. And then with the ball and socket joint, 360 joint, that's perfect. The diffuser can't be beat. Please give a thumbs up to this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and select the bell so you get notifications every time I release a video. Thanks for watching. Bye.